Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off the Track, where the league's biggest names leave the helmet behind and talk to us. Today, we ride along with Kai in the number 99 car, one of the league's rising stars. So let's see what's up. What's up, Kai?
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm good. Um, so you recently won in Homestead in my hometown, Miami, and so just explain how does it feel to secure the victory, and what does it mean for your team and for your other team members, your crew?
Well, it means a lot personally for me. To obviously win and in pretty, I'd say, dominate. We won both stages and then went on to win the race. Uh, Means a lot for my team because obviously they won the 500, I think, last season or so. But Quack, my team owner, he signed me like when I first joined. He saw something in me. I'm not sure if he knew me, but he signed me right away, and he was very happy. He was always working with me, giving me advice on the setups and how to qualify and everything. But it worked out for us, and then obviously my pit crew and everything, obviously beautiful setup, got us the win, got us to pull away with strategy and everything. But, it just means more to me personally with coming in, winning, getting into the playoffs, even though we don't have that many points, but sweeping the stages also helped with that.
All right. So, can you walk us through some of your key moments, of the race that led to you being the ultimate winner for this race?
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like one key thing is qualifying because, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no, we were running on a different setup for qualifying because
Mm,
uh it was like the regular setups, I believe. I'm not sure where I qualified. I think I qualified like fifth because some people wall popped and their laps got invalid. But
oh,
that I was kind of like questionable about that because the setups weren't how I'm
yeah.
used to running it. And then after a couple of shutdowns and updates, because people didn't bear especially did not like how the steps were, and some other people didn't like
Mm,
when you brake, it goes to the right if you turn to the left. It was very weird. It wasn't my personal liking. I knew that I could have probably figured it out like
yeah.
somewhat during the race, maybe after stage one, but they added a new uh, script to help with the cars turning while braking and also really accelerating. So that helped me get out in front. I'd say like 10 laps in the race. I wasn't really
Oh, wow.
pushing, but
Yeah,
and
go.
then one other thing that really helped me after that was after stage 1 and 2, there was really upset with how people were walling him instead of giving them penalties. He decided to uh change the setups to make them more more loose off exit,
Oh,
which I thought was gonna screw me out of a win, and it almost
mm,
did. But we had a
really?
longer we had a longer green flag run towards the end for like 20 laps, maybe 15, and I literally pulled the lead on second, who's my team owner, uh, to like 3 seconds. So it was pretty up and down. I mean, I wasn't very happy with it. It was really late at night though, so that's the thing that I was
Yeah.
mostly mad about, but, it worked out for us in the end.
Yeah, them races be long as hell. I
Uh-huh. I'm
wasn't there
worried
though.
about Charlotte.
I was partying up North Florida.
Oh.
So I ain't doing none of that. Mhm. The hell? Fuck going
I hear
on?
you.
Anyways, I hope. I hope Bear recorded it because I have to publish it.
Um, I know I know we had, like, a streamer for, like, stages 1 and 2, uh,
No, I'm talking about
but
like the whole race. Like I need that,
yeah,
Not
I
for
don't he
them.
might've I think he said he was, but
I
I have
like I
no
I
idea.
like pressed him about it. He hasn't responded.
Wow, seriously? He DM
No,
me, like,
I was like, don't forget
minutes
to
ago.
record it. He was like, okay. I was like, do you have the footage? Do you have the footage? No, not no DM back, huh?
I don't know,
Anyways,
I don't know if you want the driver audio in there because let's just say it was not very, kind,
do
especially
like
with
no one commentate? Ugh.
well, so Jason, Dow, AFC, they were going to race, and they raced, like, part of the stage 1, and then they decided to Jason decided to stream, and then they all went up into the commentary booth, and then they left after the red flag to shut down for the setups because they didn't wanna wait that long, and they felt like it was BS. But, they I know Jason recorded and commentate like, Jason's a good commentator, I'd say. He commentated in the league I raced in today, the last, like, 20 laps, and he was really good at it. But, it's just it was just very annoying when they would bring us into the booth because Bear would be complaining or Car Guy would be whining in his nerd emoji self. Sorry. Um,
Yeah,
and
wait, honestly, they don't even have to be in like a separate VC though. They can be in the same VC and all commentate and like do their little driver shit. Like if there's this one league, MWRT series, whatever,
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
and like their drivers, I think, also be commentating. It's just like the people will be commentating, and it's like a group thing, like Fox on NASCAR, NBC NASCAR, like type shit, like group of four people, just like, oh, look at him making the turn. Oh, crashing into the wall. It's like, it's like we
Yeah.
need them people here. Like I'm like the only one commentating.
Well, you know,
Like
I mean, probably when the cameras are off, I'll talk to you about something. I'm sure Bear's probably talked to you about it recently. Um,
who?
Bear,
About what?
about something for next season, I think. Yeah, next season.
Ooh, wait, is it?
I'll
Hold up. Wait, DM me after. Anyways,
yeah.
so how did your team's preparation and strategy contribute to the success?
So, well, our preparation for qualifying was kind of weird because I, of course, with me not knowing the setups, I tried doing the diamond method that Quack told me to do, and I was like,
Oh,
this is not how you're supposed to freaking qualify in the car." And
yeah.
and our preparation was really just hopefully let it go green to the end, uh, save fuel, don't burn up our tires that much. I've run in the cars that the IRRA uses in a different league, and I'm dominating in that league too. I mean, I'm not dominating here. I dominated in one race. I don't know how Charlotte's gonna go. I could get screwed out of that one. But it was just most of me be fast on long run. I don't care about short run speed. I just want to be fast on long run, and it worked out for
Yeah.
the most part. And I got up to the front, but the thing is, I didn't know how to pull away until the final
Oh.
stage because Car
Ooh.
Guy actually gave me the idea on how to pull away. I would be
Oh.
sending it up the track. I would be sending it up the track and then going down like a really wide arc, like a big arc, and then uh like it would just kill my momentum. So then I decided to have a tighter corner instead of going all the way to the 3rd lane, I'd go to the top of the middle lane, and it let me pull away. It was the same thing car guy was doing, and yet he still couldn't catch me. He he fell down to, like, 10th. So he
Oh,
kinda helped me there. I was just trying to adapt. It was very weird setups in my opinion, but it was just uh, very much help from car guy who was not even on my team, and I flamed him the entire race. And then, of course, Quack and Bear, uh,
yeah.
because they told me kinda how to run the setups.
So, were there any like unexpected challenges during the race? Like, we already went through a bit, but anything significant, and how did you overcome them and recover?
Well, one one big challenge I'd say is, after our long green flag run was coming down to, like it was, like, 2 to go, and I was exiting turn 2, and I see Bear and V8, the
Oh,
league's owners, somehow wreck.
the
I
big
won't say
duo. Don't play. Like, hello.
oh my god. I won't say anything. Let's just, we'll just say that they wrecked. Maybe it's,
Oh.
2 drivers
Wait, did
going
our
for the same
argument
position.
take place? Like, I can put
Oh,
screenshots.
yeah. Oh, yeah, there was a there was a
Oh,
big argument.
send the receipts right now.
Yeah, honestly, I kinda I was so mad. I mean, I felt like because it's not the first time that I've pulled away from the pack, and then after a while, after the green flag's been out for a while, suddenly before the white flag, a caution comes out because
Yeah.
someone wrecked. But the thing is,
No, this.
I think Bear was the only one who wrecked in that. I'm not sure. I don't have the clip. But from what I remember, Quack was my was second at the time of caution. And on the overtime attempt into turn 3, he got wrecked by someone and literally
Um.
almost caught the catch fence.
Ooh.
And there was no caution for that, and it was so weird to me how Bear spinning or him and V8 getting into each other and then one of them wrecking or spinning is a
Grits.
caution, but
Nah.
but but the 12 almost eating the catch fence is not a caution. It was very weird to me, but officials reviewed it and went off of the last caution, like the standings where the caution flew out, and it gave me the win. It's just, it sucks that some people, especially the league owners, kind of tried. It felt like rigged the race, but what do I know?
Oh.
I know Bear is super aggressive, and he will or sorry, pin people down, uh, for one position, and it's just annoying. But it's annoying when I'm leading and everything, and then that ruins my race almost.
Well, league owners, if you're hearing, I'm playing. Um. So, you know, your first place, of course, you got to be excited. So, like,
Mm,
what kind of emotions are you experiencing right now? And how do you plan to celebrate? And are you gonna win the Charlotte race? Like, next race is at Charlotte, I think.
yeah. Uh,
Like,
well,
Great
hmm,
American Race.
that's
Well, there's another
Daytona.
one. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, my plan for Charlotte is, one thing I've told Bear and the owners about is anti-wall ride, and that's a big need for this league.
Yeah, that definitely is a big need. No shade. I've seen it
And
in other leagues, and it's been pretty successful.
the anti-wall ride, or like no, not having it.
Like anti-wall ride, like they put obstacles on the walls.
What I do for my league is I have it to where it's like on the right front, but on the door. Like it's on the right side door, and it's if you hit a wall in the
Yeah.
corner, it'll slow you down like 30 miles an hour, depending on the
Yeah.
track. But
Do you
like I
mm,
go ahead. Sorry.
Send me the link in DMs. But yeah, anti-wall ride is most definitely needed. VA Bear, hello.
Well, VA actually left,
Oh,
but
wait, for real?
yeah. But Imma
Oh,
try to convince
yeah.
Bear to add it for Charlotte because honestly, one thing I've noticed at Homestead is that I was the only one not wall popping, and either way, I was still pulling away. Everyone else, like
Yeah.
I didn't wall pop, and everyone else was like wall riding, wall popping, but I still pulled away.
Homestead, like, sometimes can just be hard for people. And I
Honestly,
understand that, but eh, the
the
wall.
thing the thing with me is that Homestead both is good to me and bad to me because uh both on Roblox and iRacing, because I do iRacing as well on the side. I
Period.
I've won races there, especially recently, but I had a bad experience. I got wrecked for a championship in a league, and it was by my own
Oh,
teammate too. We're not teammates in the league, but we were teammates in iRacing. And
mm,
ever
I
since then,
mean,
I've won like almost every Homestead race I've ever run on iRacing. And then
yeah.
my experience on Roblox is uh won most races there, but one race I got screwed out because we decided to shorten the race and it was for the championship. We decided to shorten it last minute and I came to pit road before we shortened it and it screwed me because the guy who won the championship uh had more fuel because I think he respawned under the first pace
Oh,
laps or something and it
that's
screwed me
not
over.
cool.
Nope,
Yeah.
because I had 10 wins on that season, and I was looking to go back to back for championships, but it's okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So bonus question.
Mm,
Um, how does this victory influence your ultimate goals, your just goals in general, and your mindset for the remainder of the season and even for the
mm.
playoffs?
Honestly, I don't think it changes the goal. The goal is just to go out, win, do our best, win the cup. Uh, I think it definitely
Mhm.
helps our goal since we're locked into the playoffs now. But my main focus now is just racking up all the points I can get, hopefully winning Charlotte because, Charlotte's also one of those tracks where I've had an up and down relationship, but there's
Yeah.
one race, I think it's coming up. I have to actually look at the schedule real quick. There's one race. Oh, I don't think it's on there. I think yes,
Speaking of schedules,
you guys already did
viewers,
it.
there in the links channel, there's a e-calendar that you can use and you can add it to your calendar. Go add it to your calendar.
Oh, actually, well, hopefully we make it to even if we get eliminated in the round of 8, I wanna win the Brickyard. That's the one I
Indy,
want to
that's
win.
good.
Indy's my home track. Michigan's more of a personal sentimental track. Went there since I was like 12, I think. I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
Whatever oh no, 13. 12 or 13. 2021, something like that. But, I would have liked to win there, but I just the main goal is to win as many races as I can, do good for my team, blah 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 blah.
Well, on that note, I still don't have an outro. So thank you everyone for joining us here on episode 2 of Off the Track season 1. You're all right. And thank you, Kai, number 99 car, for joining us here today at Off the Track. You
Thank
are
you
gonna
for
be on
having
the
me.
yes, thank you. You're welcome. Um, and on that note, have a good day, good night, good evening, viewers. You, Kai,
See you guys
and
at
good
Charlotte.
luck. Good luck to you and your team. I hope my people win, but two of them left. I don't know
Ooh.
why.
Uh-uh.
Uh, Okay. But also send me them receipts and tell me what happened that I didn't, you know. Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining us. Have a great day. Bye.